Hey there, mystery lovers! Welcome back to Mysteries Decoded, the channel where we dive into the past and unravel the secrets that have puzzled humanity for centuries. Today, we're talking about a mystery that's older than your grandma's secret cookie recipe and way harder to figure out. We're heading back to 1587 to uncover the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke. And let me tell you, if you think you've got issues, wait till you hear what happened to these folks. So picture this. It's 1587, and England is all like, hey, we should totally start a colony in the New World. Because why not? Sir Walter Raleigh, a guy with a fancy name and even fancier ambitions, decides to send 115 settlers to Roanoke Island, which is part of modern-day North Carolina. These people were probably thinking, new world, new me, right? But little did they know, they were about to star in history's first and most baffling episode of Lost. Now, when these settlers arrived, they were probably expecting something like, welcome to your new home. Here's your starter pack, food, shelter, and maybe a friendly neighbor to lend you some sugar. Instead, they got wild forests, hostile neighbors, and, oh right, almost no food. I'm guessing their first thoughts were, okay, this is not what we saw in the brochure. So the settlers are doing their best to make things work. But it's not exactly smooth sailing, more like rowing upstream without a paddle. They're running low on supplies. Morale is dropping faster than my internet connection during a live stream, and things are getting desperate. So what do? They send their leader, John White, back to England for help. You know, the classic, hey, I'll be right back, just going to grab some milk. But as we all know, a quick trip to the store can sometimes take a little longer. So, John White heads back to England, but just as he's about to stock up on supplies, bam! Spain decides to declare war on England. So now, instead of getting those much-needed supplies, John's stuck in the middle of a naval showdown that's basically the 16th century version of a traffic jam on the 405. 3 years go by before he can finally get back to Roanoke. 3 whole years. Imagine going on a grocery run and coming back 3 years later. The milk would have gone bad, your family would have moved out, and your dog would probably have a new favorite human. So finally, in 1590, John White makes it back to Roanoke, probably thinking, I hope they saved me some leftovers. But when he arrives, there's no welcoming committee, no settlers, no sign of life at all. It's like everyone just got up and left, like when you throw a party and nobody shows up. Except this was way more concerning. Imagine pulling up to your house after a long trip, and it's just gone. That's the level of what the heck we're talking about here. But here's the kicker. John White finds a single clue. Just one. The word Croatoan, carved into a tree. And at this point, I'm sure John was like, Croatoan. What is this, the world's worst game of hangman? Now here's where the mystery deepens. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island and also the name of a Native American tribe. So, was this a clue? A warning? Or just someone's idea of a prank? The world may never know. John White, being the dedicated leader he was, naturally wanted to investigate Croatoan Island. But, plot twist. Bad weather rolls in, and he never gets the chance. It's like the universe just didn't want this mystery to be solved. Or maybe John was just tired and ready to call it a day. Hard to blame him after 3 years at sea and finding his colony vanished. Now, fast forward a few centuries, and we still have no idea what happened to those settlers. Some theories say they integrated with the local tribes. Others think they were wiped out by disease or conflict. And then there are the more creative theories. Aliens, anyone? Maybe Bigfoot swung by for a visit. Who knows? But here's the thing. No one has ever found conclusive evidence. No bones, no belongings, not even a "we'll be right back" note. It's like they just disappeared into thin air. So, what do you think happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Was it foul play? A secret relocation? Or did they just decide that the new world wasn't all it was cracked up to be and bail? Drop your theories in the comments below because honestly, at this point, your guess is as good as anyone's. And that's the story of the lost colony of Roanoke, a mystery that's been baffling people for over 400 years and will probably keep doing so until someone finally invents a time machine. But until then, we can all just sit back, enjoy the mystery, and be thankful that at least we know where our friends and family are, most of the time anyway. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into history's unsolved mysteries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Until goodbye.